today. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown, and we're right along ringside, and I mean toast and ready to get for the action today, David.
Oh, opening match today. We've got J.T. Southern coming in here in a single match. A little bit later on, we will have Fire and Flame defending their Southern Tag titles again today. And we will have a new team called the Miami New Breed.
Oh, they are big.
They are huge. They'll be here. We will also have teaming the King, Jerry Lawler, and the Killer for the first time on Championship Wrestling.
Kenny D will be with him, and that should make exciting action. That and lots more coming up. We'll take time out right now because we got too much to get in to sit here and talk. Be back in a moment. JT, a very popular young man, is going to be involved in the opening bout today, and he's a guy that's made quite an impact, not only on the opponents that he's been against, but also on the wrestling fans that have come about. David, we're ready for the opening match.
We've got a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match scheduled here. Introducing first from parts unknown at 221 pounds, the Red Demon, and going against him from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 238 pounds, J.T. Southern. He's jumped from behind by the Red Demon even before the bell sounds. The Demon jumping J.T. Southern. Referee Jerry Calhoun there. Off the rope, into the ropes across the way. J.T. Southern with a clothesline puts the Red Demon on the mat. Picks him up. Up, back down.
Yes, he did.
On a 2 and 3. Got him.
That takes care of the first match.
Boy, I tell you, J.T. Southern, we've seen him here in several matches in which he just takes control and defeats his opponent quickly. Take a look at what happened here coming off the ropes. He fires the Red Demon across the way into the ropes, and as he bounces off of there's that clothesline. He took him down to the mat. Then he picked him up, dropped him down over his back, and held him there for the count of 3. That was it. The total time on this match, and you're seeing most of it here, 21 seconds of action, the win for J.T. Southern.
Boy, when he nailed him with that clothesline, he had his head rattling, too, because he caught him up high right on the head. And since we only had 21 seconds, why don't we just go right into the next match?
Right.
And we've got tag teams stepping in there. This will be a team that we have not seen together before, the Scorpions. Speaking of teams, we had seen the Red Demon, the tag team together, but that's the first time we'd seen them as a single. Look at here! The King and the Killer and Kenny D. Don't think that I'm going to like to be in the shoes of the Scorpions today. Going against a formidable tag team. Kenny D, that's it. Louisiana man. He'll give you a little of that Cajun talk and all of it. David, here we go.
All right, this one's going to be one fall. 10-minute time limit from parts unknown at 459 pounds total weight, the Scorpions. And going against them at a total of 509 pounds from Louisiana, the Killer. And from Memphis, Tennessee, the King, Jerry Lawler, in their corner. Manager Kenny D, and he says the D stands for don't worry about it. Right?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, boy. We'll find out just how much the Killer and the King have to worry about. Jerry starting off first. And a little last-second conference in there. The larger of the two Scorpions, number 1, will be starting off against the King. Boy, look at the size of that Killer over there, Dave. He has got some muscles on muscles, doesn't he?
Well, he does indeed. He weighs in a lot more than Lawler does. Although at first he doesn't appear to be that much bigger. Look at Lawler.
He jarred his jaw. You can write that one down. Boy, I mean, he caught him right on the button. That was an interesting adjustment. Jerry was up. The Scorpions started to move back out of the way, and Lawler caught him with 1 foot and really nailed him in the jaw. He's taking it back, and the King rattling his own right hand. There's a tag on Scorpion number 2. I hope everything came out all right over there. Had a death scream going in, and maybe that was a Scorpion fan who was saying, "Oh no."
Lawler had a little conference with the killer. The killer over there watching the moves of the Scorpions, and I don't know exactly what they said to each other, but let's see if it does any good here. Lawler hit with a fist about 3 times when they had him back in the corner. He'll try to stay out of that corner from now on, I'm sure.
Double top wrist lock, and it was finished off by some hair pulling by the Scorpion. And talking about the size, Lawler at about 234, and the killer's weight is 275. Large gentleman. Scorpion with an arm bar. And another drop kick from Jerry. There's a tag on the big guy.
Interesting way to make a tag, too. Put him in a side headlock and take him to the corner with you while you make that tag.
Big power slam and a killer. Takes him up in the air, fires him into the rope, and he presses him high in the air and dumps him off. Killer tags Lawler. Lawler hollered at him, press slammed him, Killer.
Press slam him. Boy, Kenny D was dancing around ringside after that happened. He was thrilled with that particular move himself.
Referee tells Lawler to keep the fist open, but that's not easy for Jerry, particularly when they started out slugging very early. Ooh. And Lawler rattled back in the corner again by the Scorpion number 1. A block, a short right hand, picks the Scorpion up, tags on the killer, whip across the ring. Look at Kenny D. He loves it. Lawler to the rope. Drives down with a big right hand. And that's going to be all. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, 3 minutes, 26 seconds. I tell you what, the King and the Killer make quite a tag team.
Well, they really do, in fact. King and the Killer come out in 3:22 with a victory over the Scorpions, and it really was fairly one-sided in there.
Yeah, it was. It was the Scorpions. Look at it. The Scorpions had their moment, but mostly that's when they were hitting Lawler with a fist, and that was about it.
And that was a mistake right off the bat because the King swings a pretty bad one himself. I don't know how many of you folks out there, if you're longtime wrestling fans and keep up with international wrestling, there's no question that you are familiar with the great Kabuki. This Kabuki is the guy that put Austin Idol out of action, and internationally you could list the names that he has put out of action. We've got a little video clip on him. Here is the great Kabuki. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, son of a gun, a full card with 5 outstanding matches, including a Mid-America title match, international title match, Southern tag title match, and a Southern heavyweight championship bout. One of the matches will be an international tag title match with 2 referees when Jeff Jarrett and Pat Tanaka get another crack at Sato and Goto, but this time 2 referees, Tojo. Maybe cut some of that outside interference out.
Oh, Japanese, very, very, very intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
You congratulate this team, honorable inferior.
Congratulations on getting the titles back, really.
Mr. Lance Russell, I want to tell you something. I'm very, very happy. My boys are very, very happy. You understand?
Yeah.
I told you that Japanese imperial wrestlers are the greatest wrestlers, and we showed you, okay?
Yeah.
And now I tell you what, now Jeff Jarrett and Pat Tanaka, now they're so afraid they have to go get 2 referees. Now maybe the 2 referees can catch some of Pat Tanaka and Jeff Jarrett sneaky thing. You know what I mean?
Maybe
we can do
maybe they'll catch somebody else in there.
You understand?
Titles are going to, yeah, I understand. I hope you guys understand the 2 referees. Tell you about, I can't wait to see. Talking about Southern heavyweight, you've been accusing Jerry Lawler of avoiding Bam Bam Bigelow. How about a Texas death match with this Southern title at stake? Falls don't count. You go till somebody can.
Lawler, is this the first time you've proved that you're as dumb as you look, or did you prove it in school? Or are you going to do it in Evansville? Because you can't hide behind the killer anymore. You can throw your best punch. Falls don't count. You can do whatever you want. But you know what? Try it on a truck, because Bam Bam is ready in Evansville. You know what might happen? We might make history there. Are there stretchers there? Is there a hospital there? Do you have someone to look after you there? Does your insurance cover you there? Because that is where you will need all of the above.
Hey, I certainly hope so.
Just want to make sure Fire and Flame's got the belts and make sure they're here.
Well, they've got a match.
To get them to come on.
Okay, Fire and Flame, yeah, here they come out with the belts. Eddie Marlin out here as we do have a Southern Tag title match coming up. And Fire and Flame have the belts, and they're still here, Eddie.
So that means we have a title match on TV this morning.
Okay.
Eddie Marlin, I've got my attorneys working on this little stipulation that you come up with, brother, and I guarantee it's going to be resolved very, very soon.
Well, it hadn't been resolved this morning, so get in the ring.
We'll take care of that.
There they go, Fire and Flame, and they will have to defend the belts in there against a mystery team, which is not known to them at this present time. Let's go to the ring, and we're ready to see the action of a Southern Tag Team Championship.
Oh, listen to the music.
Don't go messing with a country boy, a country boy, a country boy. Don't go messing with a country boy, don't mess with a country boy.
The mystery team.
When I was a little bitty boy, baby, I cut my teeth on a big old tree. Mama feel my
Cotton Jr. and the Giant Hillbilly.
My first meal was a basket kill. Well, I grew, and by the time I was 10, I was 6 feet tall and
That's Junior in there. Good stone.
I hate the fool that'll get in my way. Get in my way, get in my way. I hate the fool that'll get in my way. Don't go messing with a country
Fire and
boy.
Flame just kind of stand over there looking at them.
Don't go
They know one thing. This is one of the few times they're going to be outweighed.
That's very true. And they are outweighed by a little over 100 pounds. It's the name of the mystery team is the Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Junior, and they weigh in at 717 pounds. The team of Fire and Flame weighing in at about 603. Fire and Flame out of parts unknown. That's Cousin Junior in there. Oh, he picks him up in the air and slams him. Let me tell you, that's not easy to do to a man who weighs over 300 pounds. I don't care how big you are.
That's a big package to be throwing around the way Junior did it. He's a good-sized gentleman himself.
Cousin Junior out of Pigeon Forge, Kentucky.
Pigeon Forge.
Horn Lake, Mississippi, the hometown of his partner, the Giant Hillbilly. Look out, Cousin Junior into the ropes. He just kind of steps over.
Kind of slipped that mule kick to him.
Yeah. Fire and Flame, conference time in their corner. They have just made a change without benefit of a tag. Giant Hillbilly watching in the corner picked up on it too. Yeah, they just made a switch. No tag. Hard to tell. I mean, you know, two big guys about the same size. Wrestling attire exactly the same. Well, the referee couldn't make a definitive ruling on it, so there's a backdrop by Cousin Jr. Fire and Flame now back outside for another conference. Let's see who's going back in this time.
Fire a little irritated by that. He hops back up in the ring as he is now ready to face Junior again. He got backdropped out of that corner. Headbutt, and down goes Cousin Junior. Tag on Flame. Shot to the midsection. Knee lift.
Big one, too, by Flame. Look out. Cousin Jr. thrown out of the ring down onto the floor. Fire right there with a folding metal chair. Hammers him in the head. Cousin Jr. rolled back under the ropes into the ring.
Southern Tag Team belts at stake. We do have the special time stipulation of one fall, 30 minutes. But the belts are at stake, and Flame pops him into the elbow of Fire. Blocks him off going to the corner. There's a tag on the Giant Hillbilly. Looked like it to me.
Yeah, he got the tag anyway, just barely, but he got it. Giant Hillbilly, the official man in the ring now.
Oh, reversed it on him. Threw him into Flame. Has that big leg drop. Here it comes. Two. He got it!
New Southern Tag Team Champions. The Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Jr. takes the belt off of Fire and Flame.
Whoa! You just absolutely aren't ready for it. Hillbillies won the belt. You better believe it. You just aren't ready, and you talk about a couple of happy gentlemen. Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Junior.
As long as they had the belt right here, gentlemen, you lost the belt this morning. You can hit the road. Wait a minute, Martin, hold it. Brother, there is no championship match ever going down in the history of wrestling that there hasn't been a rematch down in the contracts. You have to give us a rematch, and you know it. At least one rematch, Eddie Murray. Any champion, brother, has at his contract. Any champion. Let me tell you something. I've got the belts off of you now, and I'll give you one rematch if you put the mask up, because I want you to pull them off, too. One rematch, and that's all you get if you put the mask up.
Well, it's pretty clear you guys hollering for a rematch. Just put the...
You know that's not right, Lance Russell.
Hey, this is the man right here.
That's the way it's going to be. There, baby.
I'll tell you what, Eddie Martin.
You put up the mask.
We'll do that.
All right.
Just that was a rematch. We don't care any time, any place, anywhere.
The mask is at stake.
Okay.
The former Southern Tag Team Champions in a...
You've got, I'll tell you what, brother. You talking about questionable morals. You and Eddie Martin, brother, are the lowest thing on this earth. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, well, you're the one who was going to take care of it. You didn't care how big they were or anything else. Fire and Flame, the ex-Southern Tag Team Champions, and they're the new champions over there. And you talking about a couple of happy gentlemen. The Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Junior. All right, big man.
Hug your neck to
Great.
First time I've ever had one of these here. Boy, my dadgum Chris is going to be proud back home. Oh, my God, look at you. Yeah! Boy, I tell you, you know they always say you play with fire, you get burned. That's exactly what happened.
They got burned in there. Okay. There they go, the new Southern Tag Champ. We've had a lot of guys that have won titles around, but I've never seen two happier ones than that. Let's take time out. We'll be back in just a moment. First, Friday, October the 3rd, gives you plenty of notice to get yourself ready for it. That's Clarksville, Tennessee at Northwest High School, sponsored by the Hilldale Civitan Club. And Thursday, October the 16th, Caruthersville, Indiana. Now, How about Evansville? I'm talking about Wednesday night at the Coliseum, opening up with the Basher going against Paul Diamond. And then a series of outstanding championship matches. Mid-America title is on the line as Tracy Smothers will be defending against Spike in that single match with J.D. Costello at the ringside. International tag title bout with 2 referees when Sato and Goto will put the titles on the line against Jeff Jarrett and Pat Tanaka. Southern title match, defense by the Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Jr. against the former champs Fire and Flame, who will be putting their mask at stake, and then a Texas death match. Southern heavyweight belt at stake when Jerry Lawler and Bam Bam Bigelow square off Wednesday.
Garmin, Benny Traylor, both out of Mississippi, total weight of 423. Miami New Breed out of Miami at a total weight of 575 pounds. The Miami New Breed, Power and Fear, I understand the names they go by.
That's Power with his back kind of to you. He is peeling off the attire of Fear, who is now facing to the camera. Our first look at this team, physically, they're specimens. We were getting particulars on them a little bit earlier, and boy, I got to tell you, they really are a whole lot bigger than they look there. They just, for some reason, when you get up in the ring away from it and the perspective of looking at it, you just can't appreciate how big these son of a guns are. Take a look at this guy. This is Power unpeeling.
Yeah, he's the bigger of the two, but they're both big.
What are we ringing?
Here we go. It's Jerry Garmin starting and Power starting for the Miami New Breed. Oh, Jerry Garmin just thrown back across the ring.
Garmin went with a top wrist lock to start with, and I'm not certain with a guy that's that much bigger than you are that that's a good move. Straight up in the air, he just picks Garmin up and dumps him off on the side. No problem. Dusts him off.
Power with a threatening move over toward Benny Traylor in the corner, just to let him know he's there, I guess.
Crotches him, scoops him up in the air, and tags his partner Fear coming in, making his first official appearance. Little hip toss.
Garmin tried a right hand to the midsection. It really didn't phase Fear that much. Back on the ropes. Ooh. Garmin snapped into the ropes, and wow. Talk about brick wall. That's about what it was.
He stung him, throwing him across that ring into the ropes. He really whipped him hard across there, and now using the knee of Power, slams his head into it a couple of times, makes the tag, and the bigger of the two Miami New Breed hit the ring. And there he goes. Another big upper arm. Popped in.
Garmin through the legs of Power over to the corner, gets the tag on Benny Traylor. Benny came in with a drop kick. Had no effect. Shoulder butt off the ropes. Had no effect. Power just stood there. Now he picks him up. And Benny Traylor goes into the ropes. Got hit by a knee as he came off of there. Power with the tag on Fear. They double him into the ropes and catch him with the upper arms as he comes off. Garmin and Traylor have not had a very good day. Oh,
boy. He drove him down there and put his own weight right on top of him.
He didn't go for the 3 count. I think he probably could have gotten it there. They make a tag. Here's Power coming back in. Denny Traylor up in the air, backbreaker across the knee. Couple of them by Power of the Miami New Breed. They make a tag.
Small of the back, and look at that. He just pops him straight up over the shoulder in a suplex fashion as his partner had dropped that elbow right into the small of the back. Takes him around, puts him over the shoulder like a sack. The shoulder breaker drops him down. There's a tag on Power from Fear as he slingshots him up, catches him with an arm. 1, 2, 3. Mercifully ending the match at that particular point. Benny and Jerry, a couple of pretty doggone good scrappers. But I tell you, these guys are just entirely too much muscle.
All right, come on, the match is over here, but they continue to work on Garman and Traylor. Referee trying to get them back away from him. Garman and Traylor now both out of the ring. 3 minutes, 26 seconds the time, and the Miami New Breed, Power and Fear, get the win.
Back in just one moment.
Inside of the screen in the yellow jacket, he has his team Sato and Goto. Akio Sato, Tarzan Goto in the ring right now, set to do battle against David Haskins and David's partner, William the Bear Thompson. This match is underway. David Haskins started for his team, and it's Tarzan Goto starting for his. William the Bear Thompson back in Haskins' corner out of Arkansas. David Haskins out of Memphis. The Japanese team both out of Tokyo. Haskins rammed into the turnbuckle. His left shoulder hits the turnbuckle.
Haskins got quite a sizable partner today.
Oh, he does, yeah. William the Bear. He weighs in about 270. Haskins had the left arm barred and had Goto down on the mat. Goto back on his feet, forced back to his corner. David Haskins wisely uses the opportunity to make the tag on the Bear. Goto, big chops, puts him down to the mat.
The Bear much bigger than Goto, but boy, let me tell you, this Goto can go. Ooh. Slams the Bear's head into the corner. Tag on Sato.
Akio Sato.
Look at that.
Ooh, he picked the Bear up and slammed him.
That's what you call deceptively strong, this Akio Sato. Ooh. And he is going after William Thompson, the Bear, wrestling out of Arkansas.
Every now and then you see a wrestler that just looks like he keeps all the energy coiled, and he's ready to strike when he gets that tag and goes into the ring. Sato is that kind of wrestler. He's got it covered. He only had a 1 count, 1.5 maybe. The Bear able to break out of it. Sato with a tag on Tarzan Goto.
We have some guests here today from the Tokyo Broadcasting System. It is our understanding from them that they are shooting an hour-long documentary, and they're training their cameras right now on this world-class team of Sato and Goto. That was their cameraman you saw, who was shooting independently on Sato and Goto, and over the shoulder, Sato takes the Big Bear, and then with both feet right in the midsection.
Right in the midsection. Bear gets covered, counts at 2. He kicks out at 2. David Haskins is yelling, kick out. He did. He rolls over and gets the tag, and here's Haskins back in. Haskins going after Sato.
Hey, look at that.
There's a cover, 1. 1 is all he gets.
Several great aggressive moves from Haskins. really looking good attacking Sato. But that standing side headlock now, cranking away. Sato takes him up. Oh, slams him down. Good move.
Was a good move. Dropped him backwards, hit on the right shoulder, so he'll be favoring that at least for a few minutes. Tarzan Goto, oh, Tojo just smacked him in the head with that kendo stick. Haskins hit by the kendo stick, wielded by Tojo down at ringside.
Tojo caught the referee's back turn just a split second, and boy, like lightning, whip, bang, he hit him with that kendo stick. Sunset flip. Haskins has a one. No.
Got the 2 count. Looked like he might have had him for a moment. Haskins in a dangerous place now. He's very close to the Japanese corner. Tojo is there. There's that kendo stick again.
Watch this guy down here, Jerry, swinging at the stick.
Power slam by Goto. And a cover on Haskins. Counts at 2. Haskins kicks out at 2.
Boy, he ate him up coming off those ropes with that power slam. Good, solid move. Sato now with Haskins drops right in the small of the back with his knee. Yamamoto still swinging that kendo stick at ringside down there. And Boston Crab. You don't see him too often. Sato's the man that knows how to do it. Is he going to give it up? Sato trying to hold the big, powerful legs of Haskins down, and he's out of it now.
Well, you got to give Haskins credit. Not many wrestlers can hang in there that long with that Boston Crab. Sato had a pretty good one set up on him. Haskins presses Goto down. Couldn't hold him for the 3 count. Good drop kick by David. And again a cover. And again he can't make it stick for a 3 count. Haskins really showing some good moves and good aggressive moves here today against both Sato and Goto. This is William the Bear Thompson back in. We just passed the 6-minute mark of this match. 1 fall, 10 minutes is the time limit.
The Bear double whipped into the rope. And double chopped as the big fella came off. 1. And he gets out of it.
Got out of it at the 2 count. The Japanese team so far, every time they've had William the Bear in there, they've been able to use his own weight against him. Reverses him into the turnbuckle. Side kick. Bear went in too quick.
Man, that hurt me all the way over here, David. He got that foot up and drilled him so effortlessly. 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Goto pin, but it was set up by that amazing side kick. A super kick from Sato puts the Bear on the deck. Goto is in to get a 1, 2, 3. And the Japanese team comes out victorious. Time
6 minutes, 54 seconds.
6:54, and Sato and Goto rack up another victory. Timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, son of a gun, we got 5 matches. 4 of them are championship matches. One of them is going to be an international title defense by Sato and Goto, who got the belts back, but this time 2 referees with Jeff and Pat.
That's right, Lance. Last week they got us with outside interference.
Yes.
This week we got 2 referees, and there's not going to be any outside interference. We're going to do everything in our power, you people in Evansville, to get those belts back.
Yeah, you beat them once. By golly, good luck to you on the second time. Here they are, the new champions. We're talking about Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Junior going against Fire and Flame Wednesday night. They're master and
Wednesday night in Evansville, Indiana, the master dust is coming off, and I might have to use this big old bell upside the head. One of them got a big old belly, the other got a big old head. We're going to take the mask off of both of them.
And we got something for y'all, too. It's a little sneaky trick of ours.
Looking forward to seeing that match as well as listen to this, will you? I'm talking about a Texas death match with the Southern heavyweight belt at stake. The King going against Bam Bam Bigelow. What a blowout Wednesday night.
You got that right, Lance. The Southern heavyweight title, my belt, I might add, is going to be at stake. Now, Bam Bam, it's easy for you to stand out here and make those goofy faces while Larry Sharp stands in front of you and tells everybody how big and how bad you are, how tough you are, how you can't be beat. Well, you might believe it. He might can fill you with a pack of lies, and you might believe it, brother. But I don't believe it, and I don't think the people in Evansville believe that you can't be beat. Because I'm going to show you Wednesday night why they call me the king of wrestling, brother. This match, Texas death match, anything goes. It can't be stopped. The falls don't count. You can't get disqualified. They don't stop it if you're bleeding from head to toe. It just goes until one man can't answer the bell, and then he has to be hauled out on a stretcher. And then the winner is going to get to put that Southern heavyweight belt back around his waist. And that's what I plan to do. Somewhere on the line, you sat down and had some flames tattooed on that bald head of yours. Well, Wednesday night, Bam Bam, we're going to see how you look with some real fire up there.
Man with a staying power. See him Wednesday. Hey, for you folks that are hardy wrestling fans that really go in for the rough and tough action, let me tell you what, there's a new video cassette that is out. It's about 70 minutes of some awesome brutality. It is called Madmen, Maniacs, and Lunatics, and it is available with just incredible amount of action that you're going to find these guys going at each other's throats like you have seen on some occasions, all of it rounded up into one single tape. Now, it'll have them all. Stan Hansen, the big guy who was with the AWA, will be out there. Okay, we'll hold it up, and you'll get a chance to take a look at it. It is Madmen, Maniacs, and Lunatics. You're going to find also included on this tape will be the footage from the classic match between Jerry the King Lawler and Andy Kaufman. And there will be much, much more. You will be seeing Man Mountain Link. You'll be seeing the Fabulous Ones will be on there. Kamala, the Ugandan Giant, will be there. Many, many others, all included on 70 minutes of wall-to-wall mayhem taking place on Madmen, Maniacs, and Lunatics. It's available in this cassette by ordering only from this situation. You can send $29.95 with $5.25 postage and handling to P.O. Box 3020, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034. Master charge and Visa accepted. The actual tape is 74 minutes long of action that is incomparable, believe me. Or you can call a telephone number right now, and that's a quick way to do it with your MasterCharge or Visa. 1-800-524-2507. 1-800-524-2507. Get your copy of Madmen, Maniacs, and Lunatics, Volume 1, available right now. We are ready for action in the ring. Let me ring the bell. Right. Bing, bing, bing. All right. We've got a final tag match coming up with Jeff Jarrett, Pat Tanaka, classy young team.
They're going against Keith Roberson and Juicy Johnny over on the other side. Keith Robertson, I beg your pardon. Robertson out of Memphis, Tennessee. Juicy Johnny out of Miami, Florida. Across the way, Jeff Jarrett is from Nashville, Tennessee, and Pat Tanaka from Hawaii. Tag team match goes to the expiration of time. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, and the warm-up jackets out of the ring. Bell sounds, and it is Juicy Johnny starting against Jeff Jarrett.
Whoa, kiddo! Expiration of time on this particular one. And if we have the time and the situation arises, we'll have more than one fall. I see on the back of the tights of Robertson, Keith the Beef.
Keith the Beef, right.
Yes. Juicy Johnny facing Jerry Jarrett in there. I think Jeff has got to, if every third time I say Jerry, you will understand. I think Jeff takes the record as coming along as fast as any wrestler I have ever seen in the ring. He really has picked it up. And boy, what a dandy partner.
Oh, yes, indeed. And Pat Tanaka expert in the martial arts. Keith Robertson and Juicy Johnny both down on the floor, and the referee said, come on, you got to get back in here. Juicy Johnny steps back, and he's over complaining to Robertson now about something. The referee won't listen. Maybe his partner will. Headbutt by Pat Tanaka and Juicy Johnny. Watch Tanaka go here. Juicy Johnny fires him into the ropes. Nice shoulder butt by Tanaka. Juicy Johnny back on his feet, but Tanaka was there waiting for him to put him down on the mat. Bar the left arm. The referee calls for a break. Juicy Johnny yelling he had his hair pulled, and the referee was questioning him about it. Meanwhile, Tanaka broke the hold. Over to the corner. The tag on Jeff Jarrett. Jeff dropping down off the ropes onto the left arm of Juicy Johnny out of Miami, Florida. Johnny pulled the hair. Jarrett with a shoulder butt off the ropes. This time he steps over Juicy Johnny. Johnny tries to set. Jeff tries to reverse him. He can't get him off his feet. A flip, a nice one by Jeff Jarrett. And Juicy Johnny ends up, after all of that, on the mat.
By golly, there's a move right there, Dave. Imagine, we're talking about a wrestler that you're counting his experience in terms of months, in terms of weeks.
Weeks, really, right?
And pulls off a move like that. Incredible, no question about it. Juicy Johnny, Jeff Jarrett at it in the middle of the ring. One fall, expiration of time. Not necessarily one fall. Take that back. We'll check and see how much time we have left. Keith Robertson is on the outside. Pat Tanaka just took the tag, and the young Hawaiian comes in.
Pat Tanaka, whoop, got reversed that time on that left arm. Juicy Johnny over to the ropes and makes the tag on Keith the Beef Robertson. Robertson rakes his hands across Pat Tanaka's eyes. That gave him at least a momentary advantage. He had a headlock on Tanaka, but Tanaka sent him into the rope. Shoulder butt by Robertson. Robertson doing some damage here. He's backdrop coming off the ropes by Pat Tanaka. Tanaka set with that back kick. Got a cover before the referee can get the count going, though. Juicy Johnny is in to break it up. Pat Tanaka, Jeff Jarrett with a conference. Juicy Johnny, Keith Robertson over in their corner. They make a tag. Juicy Johnny coming in. Tanaka backed into the turnbuckles. Juicy Johnny has him there. Tanaka right in. He let fly with that chop, and Juicy Johnny's backing up. Tanaka makes the tag. Into the ropes goes Juicy Johnny. Jeff Jarrett presses him down. Might be it. 1, 2. He got it.
Got it!
4 minutes, 36 seconds. The first fall to Jeff Jarrett and Pat Tanaka.
We'll check our time and see if we have time for another fall and be back in just a moment. Where this may not be the most tactful thing in the world, but by golly, I'm going to do it anyhow. I am going to ask one wrestler to appraise another wrestler, and the guy that I have standing in with me is somebody whose opinion I respect tremendously, and not only his opinion, but his wrestling too, the King, Jerry Lawler. And the guy that we want to talk about, and the reason, Jerry, I asked you to come out here is because there's been so much comment about this guy, Bam Bam Bigelow, and the fact that a guy this big is that agile, and I'm really, you've faced them all. There's nobody that you haven't faced, and you've beaten them all. and I want to find out what your opinion of this Bam Bam is.
Well, I'll talk about Bam Bam. I got a lot of things to say about him. First of all, I think the reason, Lance, you got me out here today is because you want me to talk the timeout. I've heard a lot of people say, Lance, you talk the timeout on the end of the show and we don't get to see wrestling. But this has been a great show today. I want to real quick congratulate the Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Junior on the new
champion. Did you ever see two guys who were any happier? Boy, I loved it for them.
They were tickled to death. I was happy for them, too.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, before we go on,
okay,
can you give me a shot of this shirt? Now, this is our king right here.
somebody sent me this shirt, and it said, this is Donald Duck pulling the strap down. So I thought I'd wear it. You know,
I love it.
Isn't that good?
Yeah. Okay. Now let's get back to Bam Bam.
Okay, we'll talk. You know, that's a question, Lance, that I've been asked by a lot of wrestling fans ever since Bam Bam has come into the area. And put, as a matter of fact, just the same way you put it, they said, King, you've wrestled the biggest and the baddest guys that have ever come through here, but you seem to be having problems with Bigelow. And matter of fact, I just had a kid a while ago ask me, he said, what would you rate Bigelow on a scale of 1 to 10 with the biggest guys you've ever wrestled? And I told the kid, I said, I have to rate him a 12 because the guy is, he is different in a way, as you know, Lance. I mean, I've wrestled guys like Hulk Hogan and guys like Ken Patera and King Kong Bundy and a lot of, you know, the Road Warriors, Humongous, all of these big guys. But a difference, and even Andre the Giant. But one of the things that's different about these guys, a lot of these guys, you look at them, and some of these guys have, you know, they got muscles in places, and most people don't even have places. But when you get a guy like that, even on today's show, if you saw this Miami New Breed,
yeah.
Some of these guys, even though when you look at them, they say, oh, my gosh, that's, you know, an awesome specimen of a man there. But a lot of times when these guys get muscles that big, you've heard the expression, and it's very true. You can get muscle bound. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these guys are just that. And when you can use that to your advantage, because when a guy's that big and those muscles are that big, they don't have the flexibility. They don't have the movement, the agility that a lot of these guys have. And that's the way I've been able to, you know, I just keep thinking somewhere in there I'm going to be able to outmaneuver these guys, and that usually works with the big guys. But with Bam Bam Bigelow, even though he weighs over 400 pounds, and even though I mean, you know, he's not the big muscles. He's just a big, huge, solid, super strong individual, and the most agile wrestler that I've ever been in the ring with for anybody even close to his size. Yeah. I mean, when a guy that weighs 400 pounds can be standing flat foot and jump up and drop kick you right in the mouth, this guy is agile, and you see the cartwheels and the dives off the top rope. It's just a different kind of situation, and I'll be honest with you, so far I haven't been able to find the chink in the armor, but you know, it's something that it may not come overnight. It's I have never tried to stand out here and tell everybody that I can beat any wrestler every time I step in the ring with him. It may take me a while, but the old sayings don't get to be old sayings unless they're true, and there's one that says the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And one of these days, as big as Bam Bam is, I'm going to find a way, and he's going to fall. And when he falls, Lance, he's going to fall hard. I can guarantee you that.
Jerry, I appreciate your honesty on it, and I got to tell you this. I've had a lot of people ask me about, what about the King? I mean, he really having some problems with Bam Bam. Well, anybody's going to have problems with Bam Bam.
That's right.
The answer that I have told them, and I think you're almost saying it right there, the difference between the King and Bam Bam Bigelow is right here. You're just a whole lot smarter than most guys that get in that ring, and sooner or later it's going to pay off in there. I've said all the good things I want to say about you. Thanks, Jerry, for being on. Okay, Davey, what about a review of this great show today? Thanks, Jerry.
All right. Well, the King and his partner, the Killer, won their match today as they defeated the team that they were put in there against the Scorpions. JT Southern won his match. Then we had the Southern Tag Team title match. Now, again today, Fire and Flame came in here. Promoter Eddie Marlin checks and says, all right, you've got the belts. They're on the line. And the mystery team came out. Well, the mystery team came out to the music. It was the Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Junior. They danced and they partied and they had a great time before the match, but nothing compared to after the match, because the Giant Hillbilly dropped down with that, what does he call it, the Mississippi Splash. He drops down, and that was it. Count of 1, 2, 3. The Giant Hillbilly and Cousin Junior are the new Southern Tag Team champions as they got those belts here today.
And wasn't any accident either. A beautiful reversal by Cousin Junior in there, or by Giant Hillbilly, when he was trying to throw him over into Cousin Jr., and they reversed it on him, and boy, it set it up beautifully.
Oh, it did indeed. Also, the Miami New Breed won their match. Impressive-looking team, new to the territory. Our first look at them on Championship Wrestling today as they won their match.
Hey, we got to get out of here. Time is flat running out, and I wish we had time to talk more about it, but we don't until we see you next week. This is Lance Russell with Dave Brown saying bye-bye, everybody.